Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to for now, well, probably I can't say if I won't say finale, unless the season 2 is announced though, but of episode 10 of Suicide Squad Isekai. And, for like I said, I've really enjoyed the show. I still don't get the negativity, what the internet is saying about this show. I have no idea. This show has been, I would say, fire, because I've been loving the show. Especially in this last episode, it was the whole action. This has been a spectacle, well directed, animated. I really enjoyed the last fight. This has been easily the best fight I've seen in this series so far. So, and after watching, especially with the ending, I just hope that season 2 will come around. They haven't announced it yet though, but I know that hopefully that'll, because with the sequel baited cliffhanger, with which I kind of figured that he would be there the whole time. The Joker, I was worried he was gonna pop up in this world because I feel like he's somewhere in this world, but we just didn't know it though. But with the Joker, I just hope that season 2 will come around pretty soon. So, but I really enjoyed the show. Like I said, I just don't get what the internet is saying about the negativity about the show. I have no idea. And I gotta give props to the author, which I forgot to mention at the start of this series reviews. It's from the author of Re:Zero, which I've not seen though, but I think the author of Re:Zero did a really good job with the series. But I really bet, and I think this is one of my favorite takes on the Suicide Squad for DC. I mean, I enjoyed the 2021 movie more than the first movie. The sequel more than the first movie, though. But yeah, I enjoy the personalities more of the characters, and with Harley Quinn and like Clayface, he's been a very favorable character. I would mention like how he's dressed and his hair and all that. He is kind of modeled after Michael Jackson, the way how he holds his fedora, and stuff like that. I think I realized that he is kind of modeled after Michael Jackson. The way he looks, Could be wrong, though, but that's the way he looks to me. Deadshot, Peacemaker, King Shark, especially Harley Quinn has been easily the best out of all of them. So, after with that Undead King, who I disguise as the Queen, the Princess fighting back, and with the Knight Cecil, he got wounded here, but he didn't die though. So he gives like a piece of the armor to Deadshot, and Deadshot, because the armor has magical powers, so it enhances his shooting abilities. And he's like, really smirking, and he steals the rest of he takes the rest of the armor and gives to each of his crew members, and they all get like a magical transformation, like a Sailor Moon type transformation, like first with Harley Quinn, right? And the whole thing with Clayface, he knows, like, he pretty like how, what was the quote he says to Rick Flag, it's like, a MacGuffin, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I watch more movies more often. But like, he's the one who's been enjoying this adventure the most, because they're like, this is such an isekai. We are in an isekai. Yeah, he's been his personality has been very charming a lot too. But with Harley Quinn, they all, like I said, they all put a piece of the armor on. They get their fantasy transformation, and all just kicking the undead skeleton army ass. And so, and then with King Shark, Nanaue with Killer Croc, and riding this big kind of type of surfer thing, right? And whatever Peacemaker did made him turn on Killer Croc and eats him. And then with the Enchantress, like from the last episode, like we saw like which was like another person looked like the same that looked like also the Enchantress, which turns out that's the real Enchantress. I guess she must have like, well, the Undead King must have captured her body, and then guess the Enchantress may have had a holographic image of herself, which can do physical damage because the real Enchantress captured in this skeleton body. So when Clayface and Rick Flag rescue her, like, she's still unconscious. Her real body's unconscious. So they're just dragging her, right? Whenever something hits her real body, the other image of her experienced real pain for what part of the body got hit. Like, they're just dragging her, like her head hits a tree or drag across this rock and it's paying all over her body. And she's just freaking out. And then ultimately, like, Clayface is rolling down a hill like a giant clay meatball with the Enchantress's body in it. And so until her image gets back into her body. And then with Harley, meaning the princess who has the makeup on her, looking like her, right? So yeah, I like your makeup, you know. And Harley comes up with a plan because the undead king can only be brought down by that magical sword. So they do like a bait and switch, right? Where Fiona, the princess, dresses up like Harley, rides on the dragon until Leonard can catch her grabbed by the undead king until finally she, surprise, calls for the magical sword, which comes out of Nanaue, King Shark, and just decapitates the undead king, and then Harley in the princess outfit takes her bat and just, like with the undead king's head, just smacks with a bat, home run, blows up. And so, and then also the whole time, like, Katana is watching, right? She lets the other people go, like, go ahead and go, right? And then after all that is said is done, now that the princess is now queen, right? Treats the whole gang to a feast, and then Rick Flag is on the walkie with Amanda Waller, and is saying that Katana has been next to her the whole time. I'm like, and then when Amanda Waller says, "Oh, it's got to be him," and I'm like, "Gotta be him." So it cuts back to supposedly Katana, because the whole Katana that was in the other world the whole entire time was carrying the two swords. It's the Joker the whole entire time, who, I guess, shapeshifted with these magical swords, I guess. It's been shapeshifting to like, causing confusion, chaos to everybody, because he just wants to keep he just wants to keep the war going, because just basically, it's amusing to him, right? He has no real goal or reason. He just wants to keep the war going just for sake of, like, for his own amusement, you know? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of typical of the Joker, you know? So yeah, the whole time, yeah, I knew the Joker would pop up though, but I didn't think it would be like that. So he's been pretending to be Katana this whole time, probably changing to other people to causing more confusion and stuff like that, more lead into to battles or wars and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's leave it on the cliffhanger hanging, right? And so eventually, Harley's going to have to fight him eventually if season 2 comes around. Which is gonna be very interesting to see. She's gonna eventually have to fight her Puddin'. So, but I really that was a cliffhanger hanging. Okay, so the Joker has been disguised the whole entire time. I did not know that. I thought he'd just be somewhere, just chilling, you know, watching, laughing, you know, as himself, you know. But okay. So, what more of his his plans will be, you know. But it'll be interesting how Harley's gonna fight Joker, and more other stuff is gonna happen. And with this, since Rick Flag's talking to Man Waller, like, hey, the mission is still going on. So, but yeah, I really loved it. Episode 10 was awesome. You know, episode 10 was awesome. So with the sequel ending with the Joker. I can't wait for season 2. I think season 2 would be much more at peak as well. So, but I really loved it. I just don't get the negativity that the internet has for this series. I have no what people are saying. I have no idea. Was this just whether they don't like it that they put these DC characters in an Isekai fantasy world? To me, I think that's stupid. I think it's a good different mishmash. Make it different. From what I've seen from DC, because from their latest of movies, it's been nothing but shit. I mean, The Flash sucked. Blue Beetle sucked. I mean, I haven't seen Shazam though, but for what all the reviews and the box office it flopped, that indicated it did suck. But the Flash was a lot worse. I rented on fully on that though, but of course with the Justice League, Wonder Woman 84. Although I did like the first Shazam though, and I did like the sequel, The Suicide Squad, and the Batman from 2022, Robert Pattinson. So I don't hate all DC, especially the recent ones. And this one, to me, it's one of the best ones I've seen from DC. I really enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the characters. I like how they get each of the armor give them a power, like a fantasy transformation, like a Sailor Moon, with a montage of their transformation, right? Kind of like that. Especially like with Harley Quinn. And they all got their moments of fighting. Like I said, with Clayface, his personality, this really is an Isekai. He's really just living in the Isekai moment, But look forward to now whether the Joker is now in play now, because a lot of times he's mostly in Harley Quinn's flashbacks. So now he's now in this world. I'd like to see now how they're gonna handle the Joker, because the Joker is, well, even though he's insane crazy though, but in his way smart and well, I wasn't gonna say convoluted, but he's smart in his own crazy way. So, but it'll be interesting how Harley's going to fight him, But I look forward to season 2 if it comes around, because this show has been a 10 out of 10 for me, I mean, people don't like this, that's fine, it's their opinions, but I just don't get it though. Why? Because, like I said, DC and Isekai fantasy with DC, to me, for those, that's just dumb though. So, but I really enjoyed it. Episode 10 was 10 out of 10. As for this whole first season, I really loved it. Characters, animation, especially the action, especially in this episode. Personality, I said, I really loved it. So, Suicide Squad Isekai, I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I guess won't get to Failure Frame episode 7 because I guess they delayed it. So blow it off that easily. So just one episode for Thursday, So, well, this is gonna be done. So now I'll just focus on Failure Frame now. So on Thursdays now. But I say like episode 7 of that got delayed. So take it easy now. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.